Mahalo Daily. I'm Veronica Belmont, and I'm here with the fabulous team behind the documentary Second Skin. I have Juan, Peter, and Victor. And where did you guys come up with the idea behind the film?
Well, actually, one of our friends, this guy Ben, he was playing Star Wars Galaxies. He got us a copy. After 2 months, we were like, okay, well, maybe we shouldn't, maybe we're okay, we'll go back to our console games. And he went deep in. And then we saw him. He became a mayor of a town of 300 people and had to develop, had to figure out his responsibilities in the game world. And being a teacher, he'd go, at lunch to go play the game for a second, come back to school and that kind of thing. And so we saw that, we were like, okay, that's a really interesting thing. Like, why does he want to do that? Why does he need that double life?
For someone who hasn't seen the documentary, and of course you just premiered it this past weekend here at South by Southwest Film, what's a brief synopsis of the film?
I guess Second Skin takes a really intimate look. It jumps into the lives of 7 gamers, and what it does is we follow them over a year where they really learn to balance the tension between the virtual world and the real world. We kind of see where the virtual world leaks into their real world lives and the opposite. And so we explore that with a group in Indiana, 4 guys, kind of a coming-of-age story that we stumbled on. And we follow a couple from when they meet inside the game, fall completely in love before they've even seen each other in real life, then meet in the real world, and we follow them through it. And we follow an addict whose story is just going to, I think, blow a lot of people's minds. He loses everything to the game, and you watch and see where it goes from there.
Where did you find the participants in the film? Did you put out some kind of casting call?
Yeah, we had to do a lot of legwork on the internet. We put out a ton, Vic especially, but all 3 of us. We built a web page first so that people would have a reference point and know that we're legitimate, and then we just put out casting call after casting call and posted on message boards. But like, the incredible thing is, the attic we really found by accident. We went to Online Gamers Anonymous, which is a treatment center for people who have gaming problems, and he was there, and that's where we met him. So that was just random chance. And then Victor actually found the couple because he was reading
Terra Nova.
He was reading Terra Nova, and there was a girl who posted, "Hey, I'm about to meet my in-game boyfriend," and he just jumped on there and emailed her, and amazingly she said, "Come along." So it was really exciting.
Do you have any idea of what have happened to the characters in your film since the premiere or since you last heard from them?
Well, a bunch of our characters are actually still here, and they're going to be there for this second screening.
No way, really?
Absolutely. So, they're all really excited. They watched the movie once, and we were scared, because they've never seen this before, but they all, ended up liking it and really being interested and helpful in, trying to bring this out and be helpful with us. And so the other ones, their stories are still continuing, but not that much time really has elapsed yet. And so the stories sort of have stayed pretty similar to where they are right now.
So are you guys gamers yourselves? Do you play Warcraft or EverQuest?
I think it's a good one for Peter.
Yeah, I've got a 70-level Shadow Priestess named Rapunzel in World of Warcraft, and I started playing these games a long time ago. I used to play a lot of Diablo 2 in college, and actually avoided World of Warcraft until we started making this movie because I wanted to be a filmmaker. And so when we started making the film, I said, hey, I better get to know these games. And I played really hard for about the first month and a half, and wasn't working very hard. But Juan snapped me out of it, and we made a movie.
Victor and I, we tend to be console gamers, and so, I think my favorites are, I'm really excited about Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I haven't played it yet, but, if anyone has a Wii, I'm ready.
Yeah, we're also huge GTA fans. We subscribe to GameFly. We go through all the games. We've gotten broke doing every console. We were the first ones to have the Nintendo on the block. Ever since then, it's been an obsession.
What do you think is the takeaway from the documentary? Do you think it's overwhelmingly, do you think it's pretty balanced, or do you think it's kind of negative towards massively multiplayer games? What do you think people are going to get out of seeing the film?
What I think is fascinating is the response we've gotten from the first premiere is exactly what we talked about. Depending on who you are, you're going to take something completely different out of this movie. And Juan worked so hard, not just to balance it in his eyes, but to make sure that the stories were told as honestly as possible. And we weren't sure it was going to work. When that first audience came back, we thought, oh my God. Juan had an instance where 2 girls walked up to him at the end of the premiere, one of them in tears, and one of them overjoyed. One of them said, thank you for making this movie, and the other one said, I hate you. It was amazing.
And addendum to that, after the premiere was over, they stood in the corner for half an hour and looked at me, and the one was just like, and the other one just like.
Why did she hate you?
I think it's a difficult thing to say. I think what happens, and what I guess hopefully what we're trying to do, and the response was really exactly what was wanted, is the idea that here's a movie. and it's going to stratify people. And it's going to stratify people because some people see it as a negative thing, and some people really are going to see it as a positive thing.
Well, thank you very much. Good luck with the film.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I'm Veronica Belmont from Mahalo Daily. I'll see you next time.